The Galactic Council had labeled humans as bloodthirsty for centuries. It wasn't entirely unfair. Humanity's history was stained with war, their entertainment filled with simulated violence, and their literature riddled with conflict. When humans joined the interstellar community, other species kept them at arm's length, relegating them to security roles and frontier planets where their aggressive tendencies could be useful but contained. Commander Tom Reed of the United Earth Fleet knew the stereotype well. His ship, the UEF Defender, patrolled the outer reaches of Council space, the dangerous, lawless region where pirates and raiders targeted vulnerable colonies. Incoming distress signal, Commander, announced Lisa, his communications officer. It's from Harmony Station. Tom frowned. Harmony Station was a peaceful scientific outpost run by the Aurori, a gentle species of philosophers and scientists who had been among the most vocal critics of human violence. The irony wasn't lost on him. "Put it through," he ordered. The message was fragmented, but clear enough. Raiders had breached Harmony Station's minimal defenses. The Aurori, having no concept of fighting back, were being systematically captured for the interstellar slave trade. "Set course immediately," Tom ordered. "Battle stations." His first officer, Mike, looked concerned. "Sir, protocol requires Council approval before military intervention at a non-human facility. By the time the Council debates the ethics of violence, everyone on that station will be gone," Tom replied. "Sometimes being bloodthirsty means being the only ones willing to spill blood when necessary." The Defender arrived at Harmony Station 6 hours later. 3 raider ships surrounded the elegant, crystal-like structure, methodically stripping it of resources and loading captives. "They've spotted us," Lisa reported. "Raiders are breaking formation. Open a channel," Tom ordered. When the connection was established, he spoke clearly. "This is Commander Tom Reed of the United Earth Fleet. Release your captives and surrender, or we will open fire." The response came quickly, a barrage of energy weapons striking the Defender's shields. "So be it," Tom muttered. "Target engines and weapon systems. Disable. Don't destroy if possible." The Defender's superior firepower made quick work of 2 raider ships, disabling their engines and weapons. The third, however, attempted to flee with 50 Aurori captives aboard. "They're using the captives as shields," Mike reported grimly. "Standard weapons will kill the civilians." Tom's face hardened. "Prepare boarding teams. We're doing this the old-fashioned way." 20 minutes later, Tom led a squad of Marines through the airlock of the raider vessel. What followed was precisely the kind of close-quarters combat that had earned humans their reputation. Methodical, efficient, and utterly terrifying to witness. The Marines moved through the ship with practiced precision, using non-lethal methods where possible but lethal force when necessary. Tom himself faced the raider captain, a hulking Drex with scaled skin and razor teeth. "Humans," the Drex spat. "Always playing hero." "Not playing," Tom replied, before stunning the captain with his sidearm. When it was over, all raiders were either unconscious or dead, and not a single Aurori had been harmed during the rescue. The captives looked at their human saviors with a mixture of awe and residual fear. The very species they had dismissed as barbarians had just saved them through controlled application of the violence they so feared. Back on the Defender, Tom received a transmission from the Aurori Elder Val. "Commander Reed," the ancient being said, his luminescent eyes blinking slowly. "We owe you an apology as well as our gratitude." "No apology needed," Tom replied. "We did what anyone would do." "But that is precisely the point," Vala continued. "No one else did. Our calls reached many closer vessels from more civilized species. They expressed sympathy but refused to engage in violence even to save us." The Elder's expression was solemn. "It seems we misunderstood the nature of your species' relationship with violence. You not love it, you simply recognize its necessity when peaceful options are exhausted." After returning the Aurori to their damaged station and helping with initial repairs, Tom was surprised to receive a formal communication from the Galactic Council. He expected a reprimand for unauthorized intervention. Instead, he found a reluctant commendation and a request for human peacekeeping forces to be stationed at key vulnerable locations throughout Council space. 3 months later, Tom stood in his dress uniform before the full Galactic Council as they debated a new security initiative. The humans' propensity for violence makes them unsuitable as central members of our peaceful collective, argued a Tellurian representative. The Aurori elder Val floated forward. Perhaps what we call bloodthirsty is actually something else entirely. Humans do not seek violence. They simply do not shy from it when innocents are threatened. While we debated ethics, they acted. While we feared getting our hands dirty, they rushed into danger. Val turned to face the council directly. I have revised our historical archives regarding humans. They are not bloodthirsty. They are protectors. Their history of war has forged in them something the rest of us lack, the courage to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. As Tom listened, he felt a weight lift from his shoulders. Generations of human peacekeepers had carried the burden of being the galaxy's reluctant warriors, labeled as savages while serving as its silent guardians. The reputation of humanity would not change overnight, but understanding had begun. Sometimes being called bloodthirsty was the price of being the ones willing to stand between the innocent and harm. And for now, that was enough.